Taurus, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own. And if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else, as it will benefit them. Now, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now, we did have a card fall out of the pack here, Taurus, so it looks like that will be what will apply for our general reading today. I see that this near future time for you will be very passionately focused, that you'll be having a lot of passion, a lot of movement, and a great sense of potential. And I really see you growing into something great. I see a skill for you really building and expanding in ways that you never expected them to. So let's keep that in mind as we go into the readings here today. Now, in terms of those readings, of course, we mentioned there will be love and finances. So let's get into the love reading. Okay, so in terms of love, it looks like you have been having some situations recently where you really felt like you found that person. I see a situation here where you met that person recently that you really have your eye on. I do see that that person, in some ways, you found that they've really been showing their kindness, their heart to you, but you aren't certain of how they feel. There's kind of a question mark there. And basically, it looks like there is some confusion for you in these situations and in how that person feels and how things have been progressing. I see that basically that person in this has been very open-minded and is being very open-minded. And I see that you and that person do have a strong connection. I see this relationship that you and that person currently is very down to earth. And I really do see you building something great, and that there will be a lot of forward momentum, a lot of movement, and a great sense of satisfaction for you in the future. Now, I do notice that in the future, there will be a sense of secrecy. I believe that based on what I see, that this isn't a situation where that person is, say, lying to you or that they're hiding things from you. I see this more as a situation where you and that person are hiding something from others. I see that right now that you aren't in a relationship for those of you, and I see that may very well lead up to something, that there may be something that you're going to be discreet about in terms of that relationship with that person. Maybe you and that person are going to be starting something very soon. I see that for those of you with that ex, that ex had basically you and that person had a very strong connection, very strong relationship, and it was very tight. And that person suddenly changed things. And that's what led to things changing between you and that person. I see that that person is absolutely going to be looking your way in the near future, and I see things coming back around full circle for you, that things will begin progressing once again for you and that person. And for those of you in a relationship, I don't see this as a situation where you just met that person, like I mentioned before. I see this as more as a situation where you and that person have recently been having some troubles, but you have recently felt and have been thinking about those times that you really knew that connection that you have with that person is very tight and very strong. I see that here, that everything else does kind of line up, that everything will fall into this situation where everybody is absolutely keeping certain things just a bit more discreet from others. Okay, but let's get into that financial reading now. So, in terms of finances, let's get right into that. Okay, so in terms of finances, it looks like you have felt like things have been very reliant on you. Looks like you have really felt like there is a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and that responsibility isn't really being met with the same outcome. You've been putting in so much work and not getting so much back. I really see that this has been causing you quite a bit of trouble mentally, and I see that this is a situation where you are going to begin to rely on others, those around you, and you're going to really let those around you kind of guide your hand a little bit more. this won't be a reliance fully on others. This will just be a situation where you're allowing yourself to rely on others, let them have a little bit of say in how you move things forward, and just kind of giving a bit of sway in their words. I see this is a situation where those people around you will be giving you some certain advices, and they'll be sharing some insight with you. I do see you expanding your horizons and seeing eye to eye with those around you and really benefiting from how they speak to you. And honestly, I see quite a few of your relationships benefiting from this. Now, I do see that in this, you're going to really expand your horizons and see the future for what it is, and you will begin to have so much more potential, and I see that potential really flowing out for you. I see that you will both expand yourself and your mind, but also your emotions and your capacity to progress yourself in skills and mentally. So I really see you expanding, progressing, and developing yourself very soon. So that will bring us to the end of this reading. I'll just point out once again that you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.